Stand back. Fire. Fabi, fahr mit, ja, Fahrtstück zurück. Was steht denn da? Nein, pass auf, dass du den Jungs hast.
Hey guys.
Who are you? Hi.
How's it going?
Fine. Wait a moment. Wait a moment, please.
Okay.
Are you new on the server?
On this server, yes.
Okay. Where are you from? Country like German, English?
South Africa.
The second, please. Jefta? Wenn ich will versuche, ihn zu hören, kannst du nicht dazwischen piepen, bitte, ja? Again, please. Where are you from?
I'm from South Africa. My name's Luthais.
Ah, okay. Nice to meet you. Okay. So English is main language, yeah? Okay.
Hey guys, this is your boy Luthais with the complete patch 55 update video. And boy, am I pleased with the weather environments and what the developers have done with the PvE aspect of the game. I must say I'm very impressed. The snow really emerges me, really gives me a fresh feeling of what's going on. And yeah, it's small things like this that really changes the game and makes it something fresh. I know the tornadoes have got effects added to them, and all the weather effects, I think the winter storm and the radiation storm are going to damage us intensely. Even whether we're in a house or outside, we'll get full damage. Inside, we'll get decreased damage. But I know that my favorite spots are going to become prime spots, like the caves and the shelters and stuff like that. That's where you're going to get full protection. The reason they didn't put the effects in yet is they're working on it, and of course to let us just know how the sirens sound and how much time we have to react to these weather conditions that will hurt us. They say 2 minutes, it feels more like a minute that you have until it gets bad. As you'll see here, it gets bad really quickly and you can't see anything in front of you. Now this is how it will look, doesn't matter where you are. And I would really love them to make this very hazardous. The great thing is that you can't see in front of you, so even if you try and tough it out, you're still going to receive a lot of damage. I love the fact that it will get rid of campers or get them out of their spots, except if they have the gear to protect themselves against the weather effects. And of course, yes, we are going to receive a bunch of clothing to help protect us against these various weather effects. Now, the one thing that I think would be easy for them, since they can load assets quite easily, is just more clothes, more kinds of clothing, different kinds of combat clothes, Gucci clothes, whatever the kids are into. But it will really give you a better sense of, uniqueness. Again, they've put in mutant hordes. You can see that there's 2 brutes, few mutants, and 2-headed dogs. And yeah, couldn't really take them on with the limited ammo I had, but I'm loving the fact that they're working on it. And I really feel the mutants are following you a bit further than usual. And because they come in packs, they are quite a force to be reckoned with. Then of course, while I was busy with the update, got myself a nice Sandmaster, and guys, for me, this is my favorite vehicle. I know the dirt bike was a big deal, but they're still working on the mechanics of the handling, so it's not as great as we'd like it, but they will get it there. But this vehicle, guys, is the ultimate vehicle, trust me. You can drift it, you can swing it around, just don't crash it. This was very sad for me. I just basically hit the car's bonnet. It exploded, and guys, I had major loot in there. I had a rifle silencer, I had a landmine, I had the green beret cap that's new. I had Christmas stuff in there and everything, which I wanted to show you guys, and yep, just blew up. And just as I thought, okay, there's another SWAT van, while mine was burning, the SWAT van just, I don't know, fell over on its own. I don't know what happened, but yep, lost the SWAT van as well. But that didn't stop me. But just remember, guys, doesn't matter how much you appreciate what you've got, be careful, especially with a vehicle. You can flip over the bike and the quad, but with the big vehicles, rather be safe than sorry, especially if you've got loot in there. Now, the area I am, again, died for some kind of reason, and just appreciating the waves and the water. There was a few times where I got a lost connection or something while I was safe, and when I came back I lost everything, so went through a bit of hassle, but enough of that. Another new things that they added is seaweed. Nice that they added it. The only problem for me is that it doesn't help you much at all. You'll see now when I eat it, I mean, I'm on 71% food, now I'm on 75. 4% food, 1% water, you know, so it doesn't really help you, it's just pretty. Same thing with the clams. I love the fact that they have this feature, but I'd really like it to just help you a bit more. I know you can get a lot of weed, you know, but really, there's no reason for me to come to the beach if I'm not, you know, actually going to get help with this. 91% food, 92% water. Let's check it out. 3% and 1%. Again with the clams. Okay, guys. Another thing they added is, of course, the beehives that you can get honey from. The honey, not too bad. I'm not exactly sure about the percentage, but you see I'm on 92% food, and then my food's done. Okay, so at least it's, when I walk across it, you know, I'll go and get it. Especially the honeycombs hanging on the walls and stuff like that. I'll literally go and get honey like this if I'm hungry, you know, or if I need some food. But for me to walk all the way to the beach in the open, you know, like on a full server, that danger that I'm going through to go get that food on the beach and risk dying for 1% water, you know, and 4% food, just not worth it. They added the apple trees as well. Of course, we all know how much food an apple gives you, so I didn't show you how I ate it, you know, just eat an apple, you see. But you can pick about 3 apples from a tree. And yeah, this time I died because of wolves, so be careful, guys. You know, if you see wolves and they detect you, don't think it's a joke. Okay, something interesting is the welding helmet for all you Iron Man fans. This is quite cool. If you guys have watched Iron Man 1, this is about what it will look like. I like that it gives protection. I like the effect that it gives you. It's realistic that you're looking through it like that. And it looks quite cool. And again, that's why I say, if we can get metal clothing or, you know, iron, you know, like in heavy metal clothing or whatever the case may be, just to personalize ourselves a bit more, it will help a lot. But I can't complain with this update. I'm very happy. Just as an idea, I think because they can load assets so easily, more kinds of clothing will definitely just help us to be more unique. I like the army clothing, but at the moment you've only got the 3 color variances, and normally 1 color variance goes all the way. I bought up myself to look like this, but because you can't look at yourself, your guy looks away all the time, I told my buddy he can wear it, then I'll showcase it. But yes, this is what I mean with uniqueness. A few little, you know, fine-tuned settings and you can look like quite a beast. I really like this green beret look. Of course, they are just told him to put the sunglasses on. So yeah, one of the coolest looks I've had up to this point. And don't know if you guys have seen this, but I'm showing you in any case. When you kill a chicken, what do you get? You get raw chicken. Okay, you guys can go and cook it, and it's small little things like that, you know, that adds to immersion. I don't mind killing a chicken, you know, if it's gonna give me food, I'll go kill a chicken. And I don't mind killing a pig because I know the ham that you get off the pig will fill your belly as well. And if you kill a pig, not only do you get the ham, but you get the guts. And like you will see here, my food is on 67%. And as soon I'm going to take the ham, and look now when I take the guts, it's on 67%, and I'm going to eat it. 76, 10% food, guys, for any animal you kill, a deer, whatever. Okay, it can make the difference between life and death. This is the pistol animation. You're holding your pistol up in the air at the moment when you run. The .45 gun is not the best example. If you guys want to see a gun look really cool, take the 9mm, maybe with the, you know, with the 19 ammo clip or 30 ammo clip, and just run with it first person. Looks really cool. So yeah, hats off to the animation, you know, that they're changing. Again, just, you know, small little changes that makes you feel more immersed. I don't know if you guys know this, but I find it really cool that every single sunglass that you put on changes the color effect, like in real life. Red glasses gives you a red tint, you know, other glasses gives you a darker tint, you know, a bluish tint. So I really love that. And my personal tip, guys, if you don't know this, if you can, get the melee guide and build yourself spiked knuckles, guys. I cannot tell you how many fights I've won with spiked knuckles, especially if the other guy's got a melee weapon. Because this thing adds bleeding markers like crazy onto any person. So 10 to 1, even if he wins the fight, he'll still die. Okay? So if you guys are struggling to get a nice melee weapon that gives you a fresh feeling for the game, get that bad boy and enjoy yourselves. Just a small tip from me. And yes, the guitar. Basically you press F2 or F3 or F4 for various tunes. And yeah, I'd like them to add more keys or just give you a larger variety that you can do with a guitar. But it's nice, you know. Go get your friends, go sit at the campfire, have some alcohol, you know, tell a few jokes, have fun, and have a guy playing the guitar in the background. Nice for some fun immersion, and just for a laugh or two. Okay, now we get to the big part, Cape Bay. I really loved Hayward Valley when they made it, and I really love this town for two different reasons. Because Cape Bay is a really close knitted town with every single kind of building that they've put into the island. Okay, so almost every single building you've seen in Salton, Woodhaven, Brightmoor, Clydesdale and so forth, you will see these buildings in this town. Okay, so it's like a showcase of every single asset that they've made building wise. So it's really entertaining for me to see all these buildings and just explore the town. And I'll definitely be exploring this town quite a bit, just for the variety that it has in it. But you'll see now new cupboards, new ornaments, you know, new tables, new chairs. I love the kitchen. Looks like modern cupboards in there, nicely put out with new cutlery and stuff. Really love the small touches. And of course they've made that house behind the diner between Salton and Pinecrest, but yeah, you just get it all. And if you guys are wondering where's the location is for the new dirt bike, this house that I'm showing you here, I found it at the back of this house about 3 times. So this is a very, very comfortable spawn spot, and if you're struggling to find it in populated servers, just go to an empty server, you know, and have some fun with it. This is the spot where you'll find it. I love the look of it, but my dream when the first day I played Miscreated was a dirt bike. But the reason for my dream was to, you know, just go crazy with a bike, and unfortunately with that bike you can't go crazy. They're working on the mechanics of it, but it's not close to where it should be. So yeah, we'll just have to hold on to that, hold thumbs, and hope that they can get the suspension working and that we can do some awesome ramps with it and just, you know, feel the freedom with it. But in the meantime, like I say, the Sandmaster's always there to entertain you guys. Now, guys, again with the new town, as you can see, there's a lot of planks and a lot of bridges and stuff, a lot of places that you can do parkour, or just, you can get onto a lot of roofs here. But, so, I feel it will be very, it will be real close range battles here. And this is definitely a place I will come to when I'm fully geared, just for a peaceful getaway, and of course a town that not a lot of people come to. Hayward Valley is a death zone. There's a lot of buildings where you can get stuck in and which can get cornered off. Here there's a lot more getaway spaces, especially with the planks and, you know, the access that you've got to most of the buildings. And of course it's got enough trees and bushes for you to hide and set up traps and stuff like that. So yes, just showing what it looks like here in the daytime, but I'm very impressed with the new town. And it's these small little differences, the fact that they've put in all the different buildings, you know, that really makes the town fresh and interesting. And that's what I love about it. Just like Hayward Valley, you know, as soon as Hayward Valley was there, you know, everyone wanted to go there. It was something new, fresh. But then just off, you know, just when it was getting a bit boring, they throw out Camps Bay. And I am so excited in seeing what they are going to create when they complete the map. I'd really like them to go outside the box and surprise us with something major. Maybe like these people that took over the island, or that caused the end of the world. You know, like the industry, or the company that destroyed everything, like their headquarters there with major mutants and major loot and stuff like that. And maybe custom traps, you know, you never know. But in any case, I'm just excited for the future. Of course, Camps Bay's got his own church, just bells and stuff, and if you throw some chem lights in there, it can look like a haunted house or something. And yes, again, just something fresh, a new design, and yeah. Only thing I can see happening here is a clan, maybe using the chairs as cover, having major battles, and not much you can pick up here. Most of the time the propane tank is here, which you can see there. And the propane tank I think they're going to use for cooking or something. But for now all you can do is just throw it and blow it up like a jerry can. That's about all you can do with it now. The problem is it's extremely heavy. I think it's like 13 kgs. So yeah, if you want to do something, pick it up, put two wheels on the car, you know, go put it next to the car as if it's a spawn, wait for the guy to check what the car's got inside, and then just, you know, blow up the car on the person for fun. But yeah, 13 kilograms, guys, not something that you want to carry with you at all for now, but something to put inside your base for cooking or farming or something like that, boiling water, a great idea. And yes, overall I'm happy with everything they did. Like I said, I'd like to see more various kinds of clothing, and then of course I'd like to I'd like them to change the driving mechanics of the bike as soon as possible, if that can be a priority for them, because they've already created the bike, and I'd like there to be a bit more. I don't know if it's possible, but if you can maybe have 3 on the map and then have, you know, rare parts that they can maybe be built 3 more, that would be quite cool. But yeah, it definitely looks like a bike that's been built by hand with the bicycle seats and everything. The handling is a lot like the bicycle for me. You know, the guy leans to the right and leans to the left exactly like the bicycle. They say it's working on its own mechanics, but yeah, it reminds me a lot of the bicycle, and you can't do anything with it. If you try and ramp or try and do fancy stuff with it, it just throws you off the bike and it starts glitching, and there's no feeling of the suspension. You can clearly see at the back it's a nice dirt bike suspension at the back. Of course it will be fun, because instead of sitting on your friend's head on a bicycle, you can actually sit behind him now, you know, and you and your friend can drive around on this bike. But yeah, as soon this bike, it doesn't take a lot to break it, and yeah, then it's gone. So also something that you need to protect. And you'll see I'm at the new town in the northern part. It's like a little farm village. Nothing major, just another area that they opened, and like I said, they have still got quite a bit more to open. I know there's a bridge that goes to an island. Now if they can make that island the headquarters of the bad guys, you know, for instance sake, and make that place have the best loot and the worst mutants or the most mutants, and you know, almost make it like an end game kind of story, so that you really have to know your shit, you know, to get there and to get the best weapons. Maybe an experimental weapon, I don't know, but or custom traps. They can use their imagination. But if that island can be the end game, you know, like the coolest place on the map, it would be great. And if they can get a bit more creative, like with Camps Bay, as you can see, this farm town is just the basics, nothing new. Open fields, you know, just something to fill the area. So they've filled a lot of ground here with open, you know, with open space. I don't know if they'll add to it or whatever, but it's quite bland. But Camps Bay is full of life, so I just like them to add the rest of the map that they've got left. I'd like them to add fresh life again, something new, something totally different. If they can just think a bit outside the box with these last 2 areas, I think it would be awesome. And I don't care about Survive the Nights. I wish them luck. But Miscreated, still the best in my books, guys. And as always, after my hard work, I always end with a bang. This Luthais, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like, subscribe, hit that bell button, because the second part of my Ultimate Survival Guide is coming real soon. So stay tuned and hit that bell button. Love you lots, guys. Thanks for all the support. Cheers.